My name is Janet Gentry, and I will be the acting chairperson to start off tonight's meeting. I would like to welcome you to the January 23rd, 2023 reorganization meeting. Please stand for a flag salute and a moment of silence. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This meeting is in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act, as adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by mailing the annual schedule of meetings to the Star-Ledger and Union County local source, by posting such annual meeting schedule on the bulletin board in Town Hall reserved for such announcements, and the filing of said notice with the Township Clerk of Clark. Formal action may be taken at this meeting. Okay, let me see who's missing here. Joan Calaguar, we have... Okay. Mark Hayden. Here. Doug Kroc.
Here.
Ed Ruth.
Here.
Chris Tierney.
Here.
John Calaguar. Here. William Helm. Here. Dante Tignini. He's not here? Absent. Okay. Absent. Okay, moving on. At this time, I'm looking for a nomination for a board chairman.
This is Doug Kroc nominating Ed Ruth for board chairman.
Okay. Second. Who seconded that? Oh, Calaguar. Okay. Any other nominations? None? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? None. All right. Okay, at this time, I'm looking for a nomination for vice chair.
This time, this is Ed Ruth. I would like to nominate Doug Kroc as vice chair.
Any other nominations? None? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? No. Okay, looking for a nomination for board attorney.
This is Ed Ruth. I'm nominating Kelly for our board attorney.
Second. Okay. Any other nominations? None. Any nays? None. Okay. All right, looking for a nomination for board secretary.
John Calaguar, I nominate Janet Gentry.
Oh. Okay. Any other nominations? No. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? None. Okay. All right. I turn the meeting over to Chairman Ed Ruth.
Thank you, Janet. And thank you all for my nomination and approval for a full term as chairman. The next agenda item is a review of the board members' terms, expiration, both permanent and alternate.
Should we do the swearing in?
Sure. All right. Want to stand? Ed, Ruth. I solemnly swear in the state of New Jersey that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the government established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people,
that I will
that I will faithfully
impartially,
and justly
justly
perform all the duties
the office of
regular member
member of the Board of
of
Adjustment
Adjustment according to the best of my ability for the Township of Clark.
So help me God.
God.
Thank you.
Thank you. There you are. Oh, okay. Address and phone. Okey-doke. I'd ask the members of the board to just check the roster here, if there's been any changes in telephone number or address, please so indicate, and we'll give those changes to Janet at the conclusion of the meeting. The next item is looking at the agendas or the meeting dates for upcoming meetings. Anyone have any conflict, or are there any necessary changes to those meeting dates? Seeing no one commenting, then we'll go with the dates as published.
Yeah, let's just do a quick yes or no vote as to.
Of course, we can do that.
Okay. Yes or no. All in favor of the meeting dates as proposed, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, say nay. Anyone abstaining? Okay.
Okay. This piece on the agenda is the memorandum to the mayor and council.
We're doing it right now.
Attached to your agenda is a copy of the memorandum to the mayor and council regarding the annual report dated January 23rd, 2023.
So as the board knows, one of our jobs is to submit an annual report to the mayor and council and also to the planning board. The idea of this is that because they don't know necessarily every single thing that happens in front of the board, we give them a summary. The planning board gets it because they're charged with recommending new resolutions or changes to the zoning ordinance. This is very helpful to them in planning and doing the master plan and in coming up with maybe any changes that should happen going forward to the zoning ordinance. We did not have, if there's something like the setback to a deck that keeps coming up time and time again, then it might be something where they want to make a change. So that's really the point of this. And we do need a motion and a second and a formal vote, since it's something that's a resolution that gets sent on to the.
I have a motion to accept the annual report.
Doug Crock, make a motion to accept.
A second?
John Calaguaya, second.
Roll call, Janet? Janet, you want to call the roll for the vote?
Did you get who motioned and seconded that? Did you hear the motion and the second on the report?
Yes. 5 of. No, you had said we needed to give a vote on the annual report. We've had a motion from Doug and
Second,
John.
Calaguire.
We had a motion and a second. Yeah.
Need a vote?
So
You need to do a roll call.
do a roll call. Yeah, so do a roll call.
Okay, good. Thank you.
So you want to call the roll so they can vote?
Okay, that was TV again.
Sorry?
Need a roll call. You have to do a roll call.
Oh, the roll call vote? Roll call, okay. Let's start with Doug Crock,
Yes.
John Calaguire,
Yes.
William Helm,
Yes.
Chris Tierney,
Yes.
Mark Hayden,
Yes.
Ed Ruth,
Yes.
and that's it. Okay.
Any correspondence this evening? Or is this for the general meeting?
Yeah, probably want that.
For the reorg, there is,
Actually, no, this is for this. So there was correspondence. There was a memo from the township clerk to the board secretary advising of the bid proposal that went through and recommending that my firm be reappointed as attorney for the board based on the proposal in the bid. And there was also a resolution from the township designating the new newspapers for publication for the year. So that's in the file if anybody wants to look at it.
okay, doesn't have to be read.
No.
Any other business to be brought forth at the organization meeting? If not, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
Mark Hayden?
Doug Crock, second.
Okay.
All right, the meeting is adjourned. We'll go right into our regular public meeting. Do you want to do the flag salute? Okay.
Exactly.
All right. We'll begin our general public meeting at this point. My name is Ed Ruth, and I will be chairman for tonight's meeting. I'd like to welcome you to the January 23rd, 2023 Board of Adjustment public meeting. We'll dispense with the flag salute and the moment of silence. A reminder that this meeting is in compliance with the Open Public Meeting Act, as adequate notice for this meeting has been provided by mailing the annual schedule of meetings to the Star Ledger and Union County stores, by posting such annual meeting schedule on the bulletin board in the town hall reserved for such announcements, and filing of said notice with the Township Clerk of Clark. Formal action may be taken at this meeting. Madam Secretary, roll call.
Doug Crock,
Here.
John Calaguaya,
Here.
William Helm, Chris Tierney,
Here.
Mark Hayden, Ed Ruth.
Here.
Did I get everybody?
All right, the first order of business is a review of the minutes of our October 24th, 2022 meeting. All members should have seen the copy of the minutes, and I'd like a motion to approve them.
Make a motion to approve minutes. Doug Crock.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. There's no resolutions tonight. Any discussion from any of the members before I call for an adjournment of our meeting?
At the beginning of a new year, I like to just, when there's something new to know about zoning. So last year, the one big development that, I don't know if we'll see anything that requires us to know about it, but the state did put into effect a requirement that, depending on the size of your development and how many parking spaces you're putting in, that electronic vehicle charging stations be part of developments, larger developments. So we'll be looking for that. There's a model ordinance. I'll double check whether or not Clark has adopted it or not. But all the towns will be adopting that, and that'll be something that's going to be considered regularly as we go forward with anything that involves additional new parking or brand-new development.
So you have to make sure that there's adequate handicap and electric charging.
Yeah, and well, what's interesting with they're really pushing for electric charging stations, they count for 2 spots. So for somebody who comes in with a variance for parking, it's one way they can satisfy the positive criteria is by adding, electronic vehicle charging stations, and maybe even doing more than is required, and it helps them count as 2 spots. So it's a way to. It's an interesting new little twist. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Kelly. Any other business before the board? If not, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, Bill Helm.
I just want to say one thing, that there's an application here with your names on it, if you could take it before you leave, possibly for our next meeting if they're available. Okay.
Like the
Thank you,
second
Janet.
one, John Calaguaya,
Okay.
Chairman.
All right. Voice vote for adjourning. All in favor?
Aye.
Well done. All right.